What's going on, guys? So today on this SHOKY Quickie, we're continuing more new Black Series stuff, and it is more Mandalorian stuff. Yay for that. And I did find these at the Walmart. Couldn't remember. The other day. And I had these already pre-ordered at BBTS, but frankly, Walmart's cheaper. Had it on hand. Worth canceling. Now, there was another one that was there. I didn't pick it up this time. Probably wait till Friday, go back, see if it's still available. Odds are it will be. But today, we're going to be looking at, this guy. QUICKIE. The Ugnaught from Season 1. And, met and rather untimely spoilers. Anyways, so it's Nick Nolte, but in plastic. I'm pretty sure Nick Nolte's probably never had a figure made of him, although Nick Nolte only did the voice. Some girl actually played the character. Go watch the actual behind the scenes stuff from Mandalorian. It's really cool. So, yeah, it's cool. It's an Ugnaught. He's an Ugnaught. It is what it is. Comes with a gun, comes with himself, and once again, selling you a short figure. Though it's not like Yoda size, so that's actually kind of cool. Probably the shortest normal sized-ish figure, with the exception of a Ewok, probably. I had to guess. So I'm just sitting there looking. I'm like, nobody's really that short. Even the girls aren't that short. So aside from Yoda, who's itty bitty. Oh, maybe Maz Kanata. Maybe Maz Kanata. So that giving ideas of who to pull out for the rest of the review later. So let's read the back here. By the way, I really like this new art style. And if you line up the boxes, so this will be a teaser. Who's first? They are doing the cool thing where you can line up side art on boxes. I dig that. Okay, so a vapor farmer on Arvala 7, QUIL came to seek peace in an out-of-the-way world which is now trespassed upon by criminals and mercenaries. He has worked a lifetime to be free of servitude and offers valuable skills for those willing to meet his price. It's true. Big help to Mando, both at the beginning of the series and at the end, in multiple ways. He believed in Mando. Taught him how to tame the blacks. Really tired of these stupid pieces of paper. But it's actually pretty cool to get this kind of character. I mean, the Mandalorian cast isn't huge. Like, the main starring cast isn't huge, and then they could even fill in other people on the side if they really cared to. So to get at least now, a year later, the main cast. So we got QUIL. We got the guy coming up next time. And the Grief Karga is the one that I did not get this go around. Okay, so just looking at him, the molding looks kind of cool. Legs are a little weird, if I'm honest. And I did pick the one that had the better face paint. The other one that was in store was a bit worse off. Although, one thing that does seem to suck is that his goggles are molded into his helmet. I would love to be able to actually put his goggles on. That would be cool. He should also come with like a welder and stuff. He only comes with a gun. So that kind of sucks. Though it would be awesome to get a blurg that he could ride down the line. Or a blurg with a QUIL made for riding. That would be fun, I think. Except now I feel like I need to get the off-boiled Jawa. I still need a Beskar Mando. I don't even know how that's going to happen. But either way, let's look at QUIL up close now. Alright, well, that's about as tall as QUIL's ever going to be. So, plastic birthday time. Let's get a gun out here first. Okay. Shouldn't be too difficult. He's little. Come on. Yeah. Nothing attached, right? Nope. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright. Come down here, because he's definitely small. And let's take a quick look at his little gun. It's like a shotgun, sort of. Turn the cameras, or turn the lights. Get a little bit more helpful here. Seriously, there it goes. Okay. Not bad. Definitely Star Warsy. Little trigger guard there. Or so slightly looks like wood. Except I made the strap and the wood almost the exact same color, so that's kind of dumb. I wonder if you can like strap up or not. Almost. Whatever works better over this arm. Kinda. That kind of works. Alright, so I wonder if just the way this is not going to work on. That's not a type of gun you hold. Like, like you could try. That hand is not going to hold that gun. Not even with this fancy trigger finger he's got going on here. What were they thinking? I mean, it doesn't even. Alright, I'm gonna try it. I'm sure I'm gonna scrape up some paint doing it, but I'm fairly certain he can't hold this. Even with a nice hand. I mean, that gun is a little bit useless for a hand this size, so no. That's not gonna happen. So that's just gonna be strapped up on the backpack kind of area. So let's look at him. He does look good. Come up just a little bit, little pig-faced dude. You can see the goggles are painted very nicely, like welding goggles or aviators. Silver paint back here on the side of the helmets for little ear protection. You can see all the paint there for the facial hair. So he's got the he's got the Paul Senior kind of going on. The eyes are, you know, they've got that nice digital printing. They're not really looking at anything, but it is what it is. I'm pretty sure the mouth can't open. So, yeah. And it does look about as plastic as the actual person did in the thing. So it's pretty good. Disc hinge slash ball joint slash probably extra ball joint in the neck. But I can't tell. Thought the bottom was moving. Not so much. Nice wrap here, but with no kind of wash that I can tell. I think it's just shadow I'm seeing. Yeah, so that looks kind of bleh. Big paint mishap right here on the shoulder. But it does look good. I mean, not the paint mishap, but the actual molding. Let me be clear. Single jointed rotational elbow. That's fine. Not a whole lot of movement. Wrist. Solid? Yeah, it's all solid. Just some nice molding in there. Hand looks fine. Doesn't hold anything, but it looks fine. Oop, a little bug flying around here. Let's see. Torso. Hardly any movement. Probably just a single ball joint and then cinched up. It's got a nice little belt buckle going on there. Painted belt running around there. The pouches are molded in. That's thing. Backpack is molded to this. And it's big old hollow. Okay, so legs, T-mounted ball joints, nothing crazy there. Molded down the front. Nice scratchy thing there. Though, of course, if you rotate it at all, you lose that pleat. So that sucks. No backward movement because of his butt. Single jointed knee, not hidden very well. So that's going to be a straight up and down leg. And once again, you want to keep that seam going all the way down. Interesting knee pad there. Feels like that needs to have some paint. Boots are molded in all the way in there. Kind of loose-ish feet. Molded nicely, but yeah, he's not dirty enough. This seems to be one of the bigger problems with this line. It's just not quite dirty enough. And why did they give him a trigger hand for a gun he can't even hold? Like, you cannot hold this. Like, yeah, maybe you could. No, there's no holding this. I mean, you could try to squeeze just the trigger area into there, but this is like this kind of hold, just also very awkward. So let's just chuck that under there. Just kind of set it down like so. Yeah. Well, it came down anyways. So just sort of try to sling the gun somehow. Up in there. Oops. Maybe it goes like this. This seems to fit better. Perhaps. And then we can... I was going to try to cross his arms, but I don't know if that'll work. Get that out as far as I can. Yeah, see, this one should be meant to ride something. What? Yes. And I have spoken. Oh, okay, she's on the phone. I was wondering what was happening in the other room. Alright, so I grabbed a couple figures for comparison. And even though he's a short one, he's leagues above Maz Kanata. But then again, Maz is super old. So there's that. And then next to our Ewok friend, by the way, still waiting on my Heroes of Endor. You know, I ordered that back in, I don't know, September. They said it might come out in March. Seems kind of a highway robbery situation there. And then from early days, you gotta have Mando with QUIL looking at the child. It's like, there we go. That actually looks pretty good. So I need the Mando with the hover pod thingy, with the bassinet, as it were. Okay, get that up in there. That works out. He's like, no, it's mine. Alright, so as it goes, the QUIL figure is pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. It's like they just kind of didn't bother finishing it. Like, we got it to about 90%. Mold looks good. Most of the paint looks good. Seems fine. Oh, his helmet is loose. I didn't realize that. You can take your helmet off. That's cool. I really thought it was all just molded on. Nice. Hair's not painted that well, but it is what it is. That's pretty cool that you could take the helmet off, honestly. Does that mean you can rotate it forward and cover his eyes? Even though I know just his goggles actually came down, but I guess you can, if you are so inclined, do that. It's really uncomfortable, though. Obviously meant to do that number. So, does look pretty good, and he was a very memorable character. It was really sad to see what happened to him ultimately. I do wish that this gun held on better, and you know, you got a big hollow backpack, and you can't even store the gun. So that sucks. I wonder if I can. I could. Hold on. There we go. That's how I'm going to store that from now on. Just up and around the backpack. That looks pretty cool. So, there we go. That's a QUIL thing. Make sure you do the like and subscribe thing, guys. Go ahead and check out the rest of the Star Wars Black Series if you're interested. And by all means, go watch Mando if you have no idea who this character is. Show's worth it. I'll see you next time. Remember, as always,